kutoka NRM. Leo basi tunaingia ndani sasa.
Uchague yellow basi, uchague yellow basi, uchague yellow basi. Kakuta Yoweri Museveni, rais wetu wa Uganda, tunampenda sana. Amekaa madaraka miaka 20, ametengeneza Uganda amani imeingia sana. Kwa mama yote tuchague yellow bus, kwa baba yote tuchague yellow bus, kwa vijana yote tuchague yellow bus. Oh, rais wetu wa Uganda Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, tunakupenda sana. Umetengeneza Uganda imekuwa nzuri sana, hakuna ubaguzi hapa Uganda. Kasese yellow bus, Bujubuju yellow bus, Masindi Koima yellow bus, Mbarara Kasese yellow bus, Busia Malaba yellow bus, Tororo Mbale yellow bus, Arua Nepi yellow bus, Lira Gulu yellow bus, Uganda nzima yellow bus. Tumependa yellow bus, tumechagua yellow bus, Abalira yellow bus. Waka Uganda ni wenu Yesu Kaguta
Ndira bushu,
Yoweri
agobe bushu.
Kaguta. Raisi wetu Museveni tumeshukuru sana. Uganda nzima tunapiga asante. Umetoa kodi za msoro Uganda. Tulikuwa napata shida kukimbia asubuhi mapema, kuogopa mambo za msoro, lakini leo umetoa msoro Uganda, tunapiga asante.
Alright, apoyo reunion tira meni tin ti kakadoro ke kena meti ye jola tek total yoba wa me kare dusha medonyo iching beach end tini ono tie iching abichel piken kopa me peger numero beda woro mono kwa kisha ye total dake wa karo pira ngwen we check chawa ayo tira meni tin ye jola tek total yoba wa me kare dusha ni avero Mike Ogal. Chairman in a team and the National Resistance Movement, their manifestos get neno ni guako jama medo tiye you need the protecting the gains. So mi utieno men in a team utie kire dul jo ame government me Uganda ume ugikwera me guako kuch onywale man assistant RCCs ametie lira city kekan ya yome beru ke utieno men in a team wahati kire daki hane anyudgi atiratir adung weka chakere menati achokere ni.
Oh yes.
Mojo ametia winywa eka itenu tujunyi.
Poya mena mejola watin. Wani Udon Steven Bironia, Deputy Resident City Commissioner, Melira City East Division. Apoye.
Thank you. Mano Deputy Resident City Commissioner, Melira City East Division. Apoye Bino.
Apoye.
Okay. Next to him,
Apoye Total Moderator Mike, Kerejo Dishu, Meta streaming wa online. Kanorodu community watching wa yeti following the show. Nyeo Luoni Boni Utishu, Abeda Assistant Resident City Commissioner, Melira City. Apoye Mate.
Apoye.
Yeah, Apoye Total on the viewers. Nyeo Luoni Mono David, Abeda Assistant Resident City Commissioner, City East.
Thank you. Well, kireme kare dushu wano bero kede our elder bera diri kope wibie ento en pe duo chunye department NRM ladit gongson apoyo melwa ko umegi nini
Apoyo polewa ko wiwa kede moderator
kede oticha ngere man oticha government
yes
gini ko konya as a civil servant ya chama as public servant pia omi ate ngeyo ka kana me ka against of omi ate ngeyo kita mole tam kedi pena mar puna ngeyo ni ga jemo bina chala mi ugi beri office me ngeyo jo civil servant
okay
wana jolo go poyo
apoyo well monu jo anati ke studio tiere men in a tin achala kobo obero nena por nena pirate kre walk neno ab government department the NRM ame tie gongi me campaign me mohanini the protecting the gains omito niango exactly kodi gains ni obero ngo ado gino to protecting ni poyuni national resistance movement tawon komgi General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni bino donye launch in 1986 chaki kare national hatin and potiatel Uganda chalo president melobo General Yoweri Museveni bino donye yera tiratir amedongo yero jo ayere queer in 1996 yera me 96 and olanyo queer 2000 mohatut mi ario chel and olanyo queer ario bichel olanyo ario para chel Rio para bichel Rio Pierre Riwa Chel dongen 2026 end of the ballot tia company etio jama Paul mir de protecting the gains umio pire attack to 12 me wan kello kuri man boru wek wan yang exactly gains ni obenongo acha ko kere boni utushu ladit boni kwa mi wan exactly gains ango ame unity protecting
Apoyo Tual moderator Mike Rejodishu streaming wa online anya chak from this background yini icha hotato mwahame adwong lobo cha hotel waye anamironia building my speech my communication from 1986 ame adwong lobo His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni yung eneno ni Uganda obeo kanatek iching jo ame penu maro lobogi en te wore lum kara chel kolo wore mere kero duki piero wa biro keken ento I wore lum madung lobo cha neno mere kere mire mere no tie mere rescuing Uganda locha chonye ame Uganda be ye omiyo ka yini penyo ni gains ango ame wana to protecting wan romo tatu man to chok pini na chela loro era miro ni abe ye wiye malo malo gains ame yidi ti penyo ni bero gains ango adwong Mike jo dishu ame tia following wa ana miro ni akop ni Uganda chala balogo wano chaki kana tek obe kana tek ochoro uno lori kakana do wano ti yeni oroto uchikire gin noro me waro ni orama protecting bien ka yini chako ne mo chahere 1996 ana regime one prote ye 2025 ma wona 2026 uchikire jama Paul total me waro ko ni ron wa here ya mo ron ko ni waro protecting ana chako kwa mi ko pore kom ikompur in 1986 percentage me no puru kapur me acha keken nuti percent pierre bowen chimoni kai nuiti kere jo miel jo pierre bowen mutu puru gini kapur ma chama manna ide keken pur ma chama ete chani na one of you copy percent pierre dek keken me Uganda ena yetia timu gine me wando lungni subsistence farming chimini duonga jodo tia pura me puru gini pur mention, and that is why now we're into middle income status, because chende do teaching yo rote winya bear mono ka ara kobo kuna neno ka kobi kompur keken ka do he kobi kompunyere man education utikere jama pol tatwal ma warama wa khare utikere program support UP tikano USC tikano ichawani ka yini neno literacy rate me Uganda chani dunga jo tiame ramokwan wiye ite wot kwan Dr. Bore College ene chani chukule do tiata iworo just even half a kilometer inu chukulu ko sub college dusho alize no secondary school tigi kai reflecting kai doko kara choncha before aduno no tigamente you before no president Museveni no be president mono anda ponyere kare ene ko pe yot kom mando wando tikera waka chani. I'm proud to say this. Nilira city na wanatu yeni ilao kana. I want to make reference to Lao. Nilira city ena yetia lanya maybe rukere L centers wala ro dunga do lawa wa Uganda. Etu yidi tamani pingo ome kare cha L centers no tiam no. Yidi tamani wana no pe kere ministers ame no bero ministers of health. Then yeni chani utikere jo atake government Museveni tikere jo akiti ome kuod bod yo wigi tiu you are yet, you are part of Georgi, and then you want to take the health centers at home. Those are already gains. You take a regional referral hospital can, satellite labor can. Chatting my bear. Jema mekunu rigi you take a word pin, or a mono pin mukumi pacho can. Muno under L. So Jamitia pola, me waramo loco. Head I could become infrastructural development. Kenen ko become you okay can. Tam kilometers a dime you America one or ticker menu lamb a lamb pay yet. Then in chane you are GM government the 2T yet. Lamb theatre, ya can be lamb. And man and I go to Yena Koti budget till don't go in a man. This already gains a man. President Museveni do kill me one Nachala Bala you are kitty, you are tech, you are neno board, 1 meter protecting. Then go pay my Ichani covering electricity is almost 60%. Almost even in the villages in Umuni Machi length, Manko Mana could have been Machi length. Now he choro one of the Machi length. So these are already gains. I mean 1 or 2 times, one mirror Timo, we don't want to protecting. And you cannot do you want to work on we need to protect these gains. We need to protect these gains. So I mean Mike Reju Shamete when you want one of the Germa won't or me. Bala government me NRM juke ni wako me wando miriko ye balle kenen ko peku keken peace and security wana be o kana tek ulumu yelo wa konyo yelo wa la kweno yelo wa eti chani kaile neno ko peku yama ya chani akirisha bor me worde wote kana kagulo abonu ngakina ka roadblock abonu ngana hakiri jo mora me ambush yini jo Wano tikira waka pien kutie police outpost tikano dushu monyu waja timabe ana bere misha den kene no kupeku wani kire jo wa metia gera kibu lim kana yoni na sampon dana mora chiel Egyptian no bini wate ko wani iworo Nigeria yo temo robbing and even naka during day broad light cha boru mediche ete ni tikira waka pien ke yini eni bini Uganda kan kire kaiti ngwa kan iworo na habo escort Bien kutie. So these are already some of the gains we are talking about. But there are very many gains that we can talk about. But these are some of the few. Okay.
Thank you. Ladit Stephen, NRM is protecting the gains. In the context of Lango sub-region, Mename in particular, Nenoba Mirodong, NRM Jengurgi ya tech, me protecting.
Oh, thank you so much, my brother. Once again, I'm Adon Stephen, the Deputy Resident City Commissioner for Lira City East Division. Kachaki, Poyo, Management Unity, and even you, my brother, moderator, for this great initiative. We call Hakel, sincere greetings and gratitude from the Resident City Commissioner Mr. Lawrence Ugole,
Yes.
Ukoba Motudushu,
Okay.
and all the viewers. Now, we are talking about the Manifesto Vs Realities. We are talking about the gains that must be protected. Kapo Amina Bonyutushu. Or an expounded more, he has gone into details. Diana Kobo Koni, Koma Kubikum gains nini. Kawana Chaholo Kubikum gains nini. Atironina reunion in a beach. Because this is long. It is a long thing that everyone ought to understand. Historically, Uganda as a country has a very, very, very long history. It was ruled as a protectorate some years back. Then in 1962, this country attained its independence. Uganda has attained its independence because one miroyai lochotara otilo kiriwadu we loch Kenwa as Ugandans. It was not only in Uganda. I remember in 1957 also we confirmed Ghana. The president of Ghana played a very big role, and also here in Uganda. However, from the period of 1962 up to around 1980, Uganda went through what we call serious insufficient leadership, including the 8-year-old, the former dictator president, that was General Idi Amin. Uganda went through dictatorial administration at the time in around 1970. However, in 1980, His Excellency the President, the current President of the Republic of Uganda, he wanted to save Uganda at that time from bondage of oppression. Because he saw Ugandans going through a lot of challenges, there were no systems at hand, structures were not being appreciated. Then he came, he felt in his thinking, in his strategic thought, in his wonderful initiative, was like, no, let me identify some men around me. That's why he talked about the historicals, members of the High Command, which are General Salim Saleh, the Besiges, the Mugisha Muntu, Then they decided to come up and say, no, let us help our people. Then in 1986, His Excellency the President, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, picked the country for transformation. From that time to date, we are able now to see a lot of tremendous achievements that Ugandans are able to appreciate. Now, we cannot talk about Uganda. You cannot talk about how Uganda is heading before thinking or talking about the historical perspective, where Uganda was picked. Today I was lecturing one of the schools on patriotism, with emphasizing rule of law, good governance, and the rest. You cannot be a patriot when you have not understood the history of Uganda. Because the history of Uganda will be written by us Ugandans. And even if you're going to criticize, you must criticize positively, because I know there are certain areas that needed to be addressed. But at least we are here talking about the gains. However, in the context of northern Uganda, particularly Lira City, northern Uganda suffered fragility from the time of Kony Rebellion. That very onset, Kony passed around here, Lakwena passed here. But I want to take this initiative, this move, to appreciate the contribution of His Excellency the President for stabilizing the region. Mano enomiacha kubikum peace and stability. One poron kubikum down low and ukuchpe. One can opinion bale chani like chake in northern Uganda can. Kuno shinyunga kenda pe. One point in jobino mwecho koi IDP comes the karecha. Go for because there are things that are gone, but at least we now see stability. There is already peace. The relationship now between the civilian population and security agencies informs stability. And as our office of the RCC, we do a lot of engagements. Not only as office of the RCC, we have the CLO. Why? We want to understand what are the challenges that are affecting Joe in that particular kind of area, in that particular community. We combine efforts together because so we are talking about peace and stability, which has been maintained for a very long period of time. We don't have a lot of issues in the country. First of all, we have our systems and structures that are always alert, ready to curtail and respond to threats anutia bino yelo wako. So that is number one thing we need to emphasize, that peace and stability has been one of the fundamental gains this president has actually appreciated. Last week, there was a colleague, Ngatarono Bino, he came to do some evangelism program, Lira City Can. Then, coincidentally, he just remains because a friend, a brother of mine, connecting and bought it. Now from there, I just had a very short interaction with him. Tiko bakoni, ojoy wun, kano di rumortie, we can swap the president. He would have taken our president to Zambia, and the Zambian president comes to Uganda. But I'm not saying I'm criticizing the Zambian president, but he's saying the way the leader of Uganda, the leader of the revolution, His Excellency President, takes things, makes us feel and admire his leadership methods and philosophy. Manong Ubani, already his leadership and contribution towards enlightenment, contribution towards transformation, and wishing population in Ugandans do shaber. Everybody admires his philosophy. And one protecting against. Many more things have happened in this country from the year 1986 to date. Many more things, many infrastructural development. One schools, there is a lot of rapid transformation that all of us must be in position to appreciate. When we talk about, firstly, the issue of roads, in the city, the other ends and parts of the city, there are some slight challenges. But radio unity assistant RCC Samolang, and we also had the mayor. I want to first appreciate the city. We are already purchased our magnificent grader, men just working on these other small roads. But of course, in any layman's language, you can be able to tell that there's been rapid growth and development in our country and in our city. Now for Lira City, just to appreciate, Lira City is a city that is gaining almost every second. Kanka ineno, population irakanduong, pobero kalangeken, pobero karuhokene, inu mo Baganda stikan, inu mo Banyankole stikan, inu mo de Bagishu stikan, jobino kaniko biachara. Manumurangurani, the city is gaining than ever before. And we must appreciate the effort and the contribution of the NRM when talking about the gains, because we are appreciating also coexistence. So mano enoma romokobi in terms of peace and stability. Kaini woro, a program, okay, many schools, kaini nokukum, if emphasize about universal primary education, universal primary education. Mano we were able to appreciate and actually have that distinction of literacy rates. There's been a significant improvement. His Excellency the President also intended skilling for socio-economic transformation, or ticket skilling hubs. Pay Irakan in northern Uganda, other parts of the region, ticket skilling hubs. Now, Masha or Woroko, only Jotia passing out journey, skilling, practical skills. Kadano they have been giving good testimonies. Umyogini chali no koni wano berokan, awori confectionery, awori hairdressing, awori ngongo, jama pola. Now, the set of students that industrial hub are able to appreciate. Their lives have changed, have significantly improved. That shows you there is a functional system. Government is already there appreciating and actually wishing the population well. So gains
Okay. Thank you. What about David Muno?
Yeah.
Assistant RCC City East. Okay. David, NRM is protecting the gains. Message me protecting the gains ni tia would bora tadero pin teo chokcha. Ningo, waken ni gains ni ubirungo.
Boy tutorial moderator Mike and the entire staff of Unity.
Yes.
FM and our viewers and listeners outside. The one about the
Unity TV though.
I think we know can for the purpose and the reason. Protecting the gains at a common man setting. I'm a shell in the mayor there, and it's the foundation of everything when we are talking. Without peace and security, You cannot talk about poor. You cannot talk about education. You cannot talk about any other aspect of it. So to me, protecting the gains, I'm going to help now any akacha a bear, a way who could be poor. Yobu could tell bear. So in case of President Museveni, I better catch. Because we have given freedom even to other political leaders. Maybe in Major Karashel, then we have a free discussion. You know, multi-party dispensation, no petier. Elisha wanted to look it. But Apollo cut the leg to challenge Mohamed NRM. But you know, want to go challenge again, me. It's positive challenge, I mean, you know me, and negative. But when you're bringing the negative aspect of your bed, but to a common man, and an error, I said there on a machine of the coach. Yamukarani Kakuchi Kopetai. And government to recoma, Tila Deck. Government at the Hoto recoma. Mega mean 1979. No, that year. Mego Bore 1985. No, that year. Mego Kelotita to that year. So when we talk of peace and security, one of the borderline, we did not survive a good life. Kitajo Canada okay. Borderline mutually. There was a lot of bandits. Tutong, Lop, Lumulum, La Quena. So every day one of Burita boom.
So Quena Nintia to Nubora Tadarocha, Ningo.
Quena Anna Tiami Nimir Cob Matter there in your Peramonia. Shawani, I want to call in Mirnian. Protecting the gains, Kauko Vilamo, Jenny, Mirik walk, United TD, and my unity cater. Imagine TD one to cater, Charlotte there, but Namachel, Uganda very quick. Unamachel. Menokana want to call industrialization, infrastructural development, health and education. Monodushu, Ubino as a result, may quit better, but here. Even multi-party dispensation, Mina Gongson and Diga number. FDC, you were wrong to imagine when there was peace. I mean, President Museveni Okelo, Karashelke the entire security personnel. So, Anakovani is the key. Gains, Duong, Kawanako Buko Bakova, Kimenakati insignificant. And then, but to our opposition people, in Nano men at the Tidi Naja yet a chew here. A matter of no minna gong so in pay.
What up, McGill?
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Gongson, ni in the baby Gagano. But now, Gongson, Polero Kini Winya tactical board Joane in the NRM. But I believe ni Kere Mohani Kiringichi in an lovo Picara Lateral. You have been following NRM government right from 1986 up to date. Do you believe ni gains Tiame Miro Gingwahe? I'm making that to Pirene.
Apoy moderator at Tijama Chela Ria de Camero correcting. Memi wa Omilina Amitan Yango, Kekeni Megan Atino Poco Gino Bino Melo Cachala Ame Wano Chologi, teacher government. Ame Unwonge no lock Pingi Uganda Dushu, Perchung Pin Museveni. Enta Manda Cotichung Pin Natochimo on behalf of one, as much as prison Muzono Chimogi, or Chimogi Piticha kaka pin jo Uganda pin wan du pono ro chimo kakana na me partian yang so pango ka gino bino as campaign agents or part of structure in the NRM leadership.
No, gin pe bino chalo campaign agent. Gina biro chala me Uganda.
Yes, so kau tite Uganda mirongi dushu teng mi jo Uganda ngeyo kudu chuni ngoami te komgi me konyo. Indo lo gena na chela ke protecting the gain.
So no,
you mean those other candidates standing are not going to protect gains?
Gongson.
How can you protect what you have not gained?
Ginto listing ka only one. Ukoba Paul, but meno kene dangti along the way. Now, anapenya ni, do you believe ni? Ti gains ame NRM ti akobone. Ti ame miro gin protecting.
Anero gino what history? Eto history gino teme iyo umere gikachi check. Ne Uganda ere 86, which is totally wrong.
No.
Mapo ere 86.
Poko no ere 86.
Ana ko bugina men ana loko gina gino ko.
Okay. Now, me Gongson Chawa.
Gin Koko Biwani was their foundation for the state called Uganda. And there was a foundation for the state called Uganda. You have got to be positive and objective. They are negative about the foundation of a country called Uganda. I mean, post-colonial and pre-colonial.
We are not negative about the foundation. No.
So, Ginajella period here. Kaname President Museveni living here and been in Uganda. Can I now see have been in Uganda? Can I now when you get a ballo was in Uganda? See, so can I don't make a motivation in Uganda? So this country called Uganda, you me, a kernel born to Shokoni. His father, who had been in one of the topmost schools, Dr. Borekole. From Inamo.
1 year.
The third one school, Dr. Borekole school, no, I think in the PM Kede, Buju, PM Kede, Kisubi. PM Kede Chororo, PM Kede Pongduo. You know, God, those years, how many years? At a man, the opposite. Otino Mego Tushu, a metia Kwane no Shade, Peda Niaga Dr. Bore. Peda Korovachimo, Kara, Kong, performance to the Dr. Bore College. Petuno. So, where is the gain? School la me Musevero.
Mr. Moderator. I want to find out, then you proceed, Gongson. I want Gongson to be specific about the agenda of their party, FDC.
No. Gongson, take the pen and directing for it. You will have time. Yes, you will have time.
Directing and about the gain of unity go Hurricane. Gin no teach on.
Okay.
Gin it, you made the John Balo. Can you call me Balo Balaningo or Balaningo? So I put it then. Pangama, my papa note, Dr. Bore College. So to be over 40 years plus, or even 50. Dr. Bore College, but at a man of a tin minute a bonnet. I met it no my chili. No matter put power canoro. Still in Uganda, Ilang. Pay no to the Dr. Bore College.
Are you sure?
That even the thing, Otina dog paperi curriculum. At a man of Tina Miro Catikuno can be Dr. Bore College. Danyope. Miro to the
A copy.
Miro to the Danyope. So, Jono Peru gains more tensions. Then a person like President Museveni. School and Okwana ye. To protect Okwana ye. Monda Peron Okwana ye. Udona Peron to ye.
Finger.
Kila me ro luongo kira ride me karo tunu kede punya bere tunu ntare. Obero pe omiyo go kwane third world school.
Itimi ya pori ni.
I don't go puny the quality of education.
Yes.
How was the quality of education then and
Eh,
how is the quality of education now? And is that the quality of education take us to compete in the global world? The global world.
So in that case,
Yeah.
so
in that
the
case,
level of education before President Museveni, kede karne ame President Museveni tikere loche. Apoha duwa ye.
Ako beya tia bide ye. Ken me minge pingo me apoha no abina duwa teka. So ngule gino kwano no education better tech kun papigi ka tera onu da dokka upuyu na bagi no channel no launch karawa. I will also tell you why. So ngule quality of education ngomi adiko luo Makerere University ni the Harvard of Africa. You know, kami to kwana ber nyeru jiriti Kenya, nyoti Malawi, nyoti Tanzania, nyeru ringi bini mo kwena Makerere University. That was the quality of education. Ame wano nuoti kuneke one Uganda nuoti kana shado. Ngomi quality no do to vale. Yes, instability. Kwado kobe teru kelo bal. You make progressive incrementally. You don't chali ya nyual ngo tebe do adonga man. Mono pero you criticizing criticize era money. Ni better to alloy that hiti mahapar. No, mahapar was even better. Mutia biabi yedong. Eta bana doctor mi yedok tuo. So omio Uganda te donyo ilwen pingo. Kira institution. Uganda no miro get institution attack, which is true. Omio da ngi jo o hoda biro peho Uganda. Manumuna mera chema pe yene ngo. Wano o kwanyo bilgi wa don o cham jame wa bear in our nation with good leaders. Manumene our able leaders during Obote, Jomo Kenyatta, Tebero gene Nyere amote building the East Africa. Obedi de na tu temi wa god mala teha. Edo peko tebero tieni. Yes. Robe ni kwana no petut odomio institution of the army nyono petike de jo ati ngecha tut riha tut ikiremenen no kele boko loge. Roda bile was possible. Elga de tengeni could inscrite ya jona kuboni peko yani o yai kwene one po yai but oteder ma Uganda not for the from the civilians never yai but teyi I wanna cholo charawa a civilian cholo a min was a general that all lo ter do ko Uganda chen any security ter bino apoda mi to lo Miridang, a joke and a temmo to government laboratory. If you are talking of security, yarning or bohoning, pay ya bodana shelaken, pay chung bodana shelaken. So that's why the 1960s crisis where Rabino, Rakello, Peho, you come down my Uganda. Yen Joamito, Ballo, Don Uganda Belatier. I mean, they do not get it lodger as a general. You know, and the Bala Uganda. Cannot get a grain of kerosene. Yes, you don't know Chakra Mare. Though was a military government.
Mr. Moderator.
Gonson.
Yes.
I don't worry, Mr. Mono. Precisely, you have a question directed to you. Yes. Because I believe the history would tell us.
Gains? Or no
yes,
gains?
history. Johnny Tiochunga Jenny, or you get about insecurity. Museveni no giho. And Museveni was part of insecurity.
But when was insecurity started in Uganda?
One Not politically,
Yes, good morning, Mr. Mono.
You know, when we're talking about the history of Uganda, we have to bring the genesis.
Museveni was part. That's the point. Museveni are bedo donga Uganda, uti Uganda, donga bala Uganda, and that Dr. Yiko. So,
okay,
the 5 years war.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it was not security. It was insecurity.
Okay.
Huh? It could government year.
The question is.
So where are we now? We are at the point of election. Election in Uganda. Or war chick, which is the constitution. So tell me, you are me poor me war chick obey your issue.
Okay.
Sure. So kado jini to gain. Yani foundation na mono tiesha. A wulite balacha. Go chakra 86. So kado wunde neko no a Martiningo. A caramusa in a very lodge. Uganda had 52 flagship state corporations. Kwan Gia Papat, Kwan Gar, Kwan Grain Milling, Kwan Night Hill, Kwan Ngo. Virginia was industrial town of Uganda. Jina no pero kanamo puonye yedo yikogar. Yikogar ke the tip to Jamaica, 50 mechanics no the tikunun. Part of Spain la mono Junior. Any that you community should expand in cotton on what Mary world market in a tinte no dueño. But is it still here? So where could be Ginopeti John Tio? Eto Tio, Eto Kanakino no foundation tea or go yapo.
But the question is, can we protect
so
the little we have done?
My help.
Okay.
And a poor honey. Committee ya come pe. Ala ko bi committee tosho.
Okay. Go so.
Gino ko pe ko kwan.
Yeah.
Kwan na tia man. Gino wori World Bank gini. Country dong in East Africa dong kerche na tili ya tin like one of Uganda from pupil. Uganda can only $2.5 US per year. 12 months combating the primary. Sino tutumia para borke. Kenya kero 15 US, 15. Tuchok sino tutumia shilling tutumia pian bisiel. Pimo hachiel. Eto Egypt. Kero $100 de que piano beach. Piatin primary. Ano ko primary ba? So, yini town atin ni kero jemne. Tuang wena chiel pi mo ha chiel ko matin. Tuang wena chiel akel ba? Dan tuang wena wele lo ma to me para board. Ine iya. Is that protecting the game?
Mr. Moderator.
Yes.
Let's agree on one point. Huh?
So is that education what we want?
On accepting that there is relative peace in Uganda.
No,
Mr.
Mono.
I don't do peace.
Mr. Mono. I don't do Podbori. Take note of Ngwa Gongson and Kobo. Then you respond.
One.
But now.
These are according to me, yes. That your Dushu very year. Eto pay better bal good
okay, now, in summary, Gongson.
Yes.
Apenya purana do hayene. Do you believe niti ginorotia memiro NRM protecting us of you?
In education, kita get protecting pay. You know, kira wa peti akwan.
Okay.
World Bank record every year. Or tina me falling out of education is 1.4 million. Statistics. You go to World Bank record. Anyira ka cha ko kwan P1 near chiel. Anyira me tieko me tu ni P7. Ka mo kwan ko near chiel cha. Tuna nyira bicha ken. Ago betuna wo ba bichel la ken.
Okay. About
so, manu pe oberu gina you say you are protecting kwan raj. Telling we are going there, but we are seeing the practical things. So,
Okay.
advocate people like you.
Yes. Yes. Then about on security. Do you believe? Are you contented?
Security ajini ko deba. Penny pien loin pe. Only security here. That is wrong. Absence of war is not peace and security. Na majeli ni lema jope buru. Eki jawo we ko boyo. Your yellow paper pono, your yellow paper diegi, your yellow paper dog.
But no responsibility ana.
Karo kuo ngakelo. Okuo bino pino. Okuo bino otina meti pichingi. Da mongo kwano. Mongo de po kwano mongo chukula pe ro mtie ko mi akobi. Peka yela ma mo beni. Otina tia pera me.
Okay, Gongson.
So you pay your tina. I put your primary.
Yes. Okay, Gongson. On security.
So
on security.
On peace. Let us say on absence of war. How could be there is no war? Yes, true.
Which is the peace?
That is not the equivalent of a peace.
What is the equivalent?
Mona man pero ni no kat in our school. Pero what on fees at inere.
So for NRM now,
Pressure country ko mono. Mono ka the family cannot have peace.
Okay.
No way.
Okay.
This is beyond absence of war.
Yeah.
Absence of war is there. You can't go one job permit. No, I don't allow you to go with you. And I got to one permit. And I'm your permit paper. You look of
Yes, Mr.
Absence of war.
Yes, Gongson.
Eto one on you. Or to show you petty, you know. The American war.
Okay, Mr. Mono, you're boiling so much. Yes. So now, Mr. Mono,
yes.
Gongson, Tiakubo very clearly, it's true, Gireni NRM, Tia celebrating ni kuiche Uganda. And then kuni monubero ka kenga loeng and kuipe. Now, when you are directly in line with the security. Pen wuri ngiyo kitame bedo a Uganda tikere. Kitame situation na tikere community ni. Uni describing manuningo. Rate of quo you to puhui we to hameta kelo jami chu. And all that.
With your border statistics.
For your Muse Gongson, the mic for guiding this discussion. And I mean, your dog chain kind of Gongson yaya. And I absolutely NRM contributing for peace and security. No one we are not going to dare.
But I think Gongson pe refuting mano.
But America correcting and America President Museveni and you're creating insecurity.
And then 5 years war.
And then
during 5 years war. 5 years war.
And I'm reflecting in that. Kind of about the Gamlo 1962. Your bedu be deputy between
from
Uganda Kingdom, the government of Bore. Then from there, Bore la Pochik. My favoring end. Buganda they are protesting against Bore. Bore ya kamia mi order ya mi me ochele lubiri. Kana me kabaka beri kabaka ngwa kwa Uganda. They were to exile. Mono me to informing any the issue of insecurity.
Yeah, Canabo.
Yeah, Canabo, the local penchik Uganda.
So
I don't put it here with the local.
You can't know where you're calling with the cano. So,
okay.
Insecurity, one company. You were anybody being locked shit. They don't maintaining status of presidency. Uganda get stable. But the records still remain. Near a beauty mobile, Lubiri, Lohopenchik, Mio chelo lubiri tare mo kabaho to exile. Mun history doi kom naro.
Yeah, that's why.
But it does not mean ni gina ba peti anyim te wara nyim. So, in case of NRM government, insecurity you team, you know border bini lodge, mean tatoro, border lodge area mean, tito tatoro. So ka yini neno trend of that event and me Uganda pe bedi stable. Kiremengwe. Museveni te bini lodge about it. At least they're maintaining for 40 years, 4 decades. I mean, as we talk now, Gongson wrong with Kampala war, wrong with Sudani war, wrong with...
Really, Karena Beno, Luenyo Bore, Pimuakia Carapia, Rio.
Mono, Luenyo Berno,
Lunenti Lodge,
Luenyo Tumni la Shell, Mandi na Memiri, Gongson.
Permit me one obed zero in locum security.
Then,
because Jamu can interpore.
But you're being issue made education, and Uganda.
No, but you have a question. Yes. Anamia por, Emena me bedo painted there, possible rocan. Wuni, he described him on a chaloma. Kuomogatino.
Yeah, well, I got mono. Quaditino. One security. We are doing our best to ensure that we combated those who were permitted. But in you, Tina may or no, may pop on your families. Get a miri chawani, Jerusalem, mira jotima latata to acquire wealth in unprocedural manner. So, Omiotino wani developing kuwa me no perwate kuwa me wana da okay. Kuwa me yetu keru yote look. Na chawani, I mean konyu ala Paul. Uruenyu man pe wiyute me ponyo tino nyoko. Utino do ala itetum. Get it a video. So mio sustaining kuwa modern life. Umia wobe wa chawani. Udon yigino kwa kuwa. Not because government you want to get it. Government that pay them gain yini pay what it is 7 pay what is no. Tijo kano gaha. The doctor made that one.
Okay.
So there are so many factors contributing towards small theft and one ledger union. But we cannot zero to the government. But as the harm of the government within the city, we are trying to work out to ensure that Kodi Kuono one Ruenyako.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Tushoboni, yini mi ya Leptong district and adotia lanya rome punyere. Mi apor ba in terms of secondary schools. Are you looking at the number of schools? Yeah, the quality of punyera me chukule ni takelo.
Okay, point to moderator. Amera gamo nyame yidi penya no amere ni atom na titiri pien. Tia kero mere tia. Tia yola to You know, as a security person, kai ni penya ni penya toro ken na meti security. Ilira city nyu ila okan. Agamikani the situation is calm and normal. Meaning ni ginora right petie. Kuchame wana to ko boni bahana me ni Gongson yang manna pira taik da winyi borwa ken wana na yo tero ko peku ilira city kan. Gongson na meti ka yini ya i show kan wot ko mitieni wot ko magonya kuchie gino mi pe in case you dey know ngata chunye right amata amne nywe ma chimino kare yiri go yo chim we respond and we are on standby class 1 enemy chani ara kobuni kame kuchmo enemy Uganda jonena chala bala hub me security and peace loenya metati mere South Sudan nyokongo monwa me UPDF ene yeta rescue nyokuno iworo Somalia kucha wan Uganda jonera wa chala bala jo amera rescue nyo donc kame kuch atamo many countries mirunu apuon nyunu apora be ya Uganda kan so kuchie pero ngi yomi duchuro wano blame ya dun timo kono kane ngo o mi unu credit where it is due. Atamo kado ti maki mora me wan miro mi gamente ameti lo chane kira dungromo ubero area meko peko mkuch. So murata mni atom ka chicheka mono.
Okay.
Medo hakoma penyi anena mi reference. Ikom seed secondary schools aduonga do Uganda. Tell me your reference. Take quoting a Lepton district local government.
Yes.
Now, in terms of quality of education, because Kawan and the Poyere, Anamaran and the Jamario, indicators are yo. On no enrollment, Uton attendance, Uton no quality motino, Ametia Chikokwan, Shahede primary, Toward secondary, Tido Waranyim. Ko yinen ko chane lo ke chukula dia metilo bo Uganda kan and punyere kari ne punyere even the curriculum I want to take chane we are shifting because now we are into middle income status and now one to met new year Uganda is still a developing country one Uganda is still a developing country but one to shift your community now tune to Canada America tie. That's why curriculum pia la hare ame umirni atin mungo ngechuro kaiti punyere primary yote punyuko agriculture yote punyuko bi compulsory ka tino da pashu atin ko holto da bekir ker mor me peto bet ko ker mor me ngene gweno mirda mati bet ko ker mor ngene ka tuoti amako gwen miratim ko kiri en punyere do wana to neno do enno and ka wana ko bakobe chane wana dikera waka yine peine ila kan ne lira city kan jeans and wana wan ko do protecting lira city kan kanen wana dikere otikere government it is schools adon abesho da dikere ponye abesho ameda okelo tera don bala the current government chief will permit ye yawani honorable arms bua la college is my OB kanana kwani ye no yiri tamni kanu chukulu petek one day shani we jalo ko pedo protecting that gain o jallo ko pien gilo do pe I think no we have to protect kunyerewa ni one biro nene wanna protecting education literacy rate nera na mi
Bone you my OB as well Lango College.
Thank you.
Awena yini da hoye Lango College of recent
Ana wori Lango College bien ana kwano from 2004 to 2007 it is true me the structural development is deteriorated credit enrollment to doctor when I want to admit we all know that but efforts are being made by government to rehabilitate the school when me school pay the past glory cha arikicha potemo obero lost efforts are being put by government one riko pay kiri university moro kikene lampan anything one maybe jema bero pero ginna bero ko one kono riki university bero kan chon yoten lwen ya jabir ma yulobo umi wandu to bero nungu otenungu do university do let enamando tikere lira university utikere university Ponyo doctors, they are one of the best universities in East Africa. Meta Ponyo need be free.
For information,
yes
and Bonnie here. We appreciate it. University here. Manuko one chalo one pen ma wana no pashu borwa. Et loka dote wote step ido ko woru penyi one na chalo. Nyo ikomutina meo admitting me kwano nyo level me atani medicine pe kwano as doctors
medicine tie
kai kuno ikomutina pera piro aiden mo langa ti ya chiel one mero mi chu wan muti wango are we having this primary school that feed into the secondary, that feed the quality of the secondary to send to that university. No, me on board. Lango, pity kino tino kikuno. Then I work out not in the university. I work out not in we should work hard. Let pick. Tino work kuno don.
Gongson.
Tino work to
Gongson.
What does it tell us?
I appreciate the concern.
Yes.
However, remember President Museveni serving for the entire country. Now, ini mi apore como tino pira bira lao nyote bero ka chela kene.
Yes, I mean, what
Now,
does it
in
tell
that-
us?
yes.
One,
In that
one-
case, in that case.
They wanted to gain Islam.
Yes, in
And
that
how do we
case,
protect it?
gap
How do
no bero ka kwene. Memi lao bero ka chela kene yechela.
we- Let give them a name na kuni.
Around moderator Mike. I happen to be a board member in 2 secondary schools in Laokan. I didn't know in the media to ashukule lao. Na Michelle, shukule lao kan ti attitude da jo ame how yer ge me worry board. What me scooping chente for their families. Without giving their personal input, they are not aggressive towards the development of the school. A case in point in our college here, I want to cite. Pay me to name your kwani shunyaraj. You in an institution, uteri what is the person may transforming that institution to a movable institution, not static, dynamic.
No, and I don't have to other.
Huh? Eto yini noni Lao College theater as a result of attitude of some individuals. Peda beru mira gamende ni Lao College mira. Ami yapo, I won't imagine what meeting Town College. Town College here, tikero tutumia remia dek. With a dilapidated structures that. Then Lao College there, you around mere dek. Around mere 200 something to 300. So, you know ni ilang kan dinate wonwa Dongson na ni lang ni moro ti we ko chuny medang lobo ko ti wori chuny medwa ko lobo chen imir me chente then Mario lao mi ro politicizing jammi dushu inu ikene ma ti merdo ile politics wana chala lao mi ko nge miriwa tika kwene mono yin ibero RCC mirni tika kwene pilao and to Uganda.
Yes.
You know, that's when you will deliver services which is meant for Lang and for Uganda. But when you don't have the passion for the institution.
David, imi apora be. At ini bera teralwak, ibera ticha government is citing kodi pekamenu inu tiati meneno because I believe ni ini mi apori lango college kede. Now, yini tikere gufu kede ching meti yuginariye. I capacity ni no, ini guiding nini.
Yeah, I mean to boy attack to trial. You parameti lao can you be miracle batting. Then out a sifting blames Wokobod Gamende. Out in the primary schools, you're Wokobod Gamende. I want much industrial strike note here, which is very right. And they have a right to complain about increment, salary enhancement. But when you reflect back, you know, in school, okay, no first grade. The question is Museveni failing the school, or the attitude of the parents, or the attitude of the teachers? So, Kayini Kelo, you are young, you know, you're more better playing their central role. Many need education system, you Iborwakango, or you better. Amerikoni, come medo shara baradi. I mean, the government is working towards that to enhance the salary. We want to see the output produced from this school. Come medo shara. At the end of time, I deport. Don't money you're coming.
How?
Yes,
Government is for meduchara, but you want to see the output. Ka output be pay kita unity expecting kede. No miero tingo. Yeah, because ngata mem cholo chente. No be won't teach. Mo? Unity kede twere me supervising. Government me ugufu
Sure.
the capacity.
yes.
Let me interject.
Yes.
Supplementing. Ana neno bala gamente tiati yu jami dishu amite meneno ni puonyere tiaber. I am not ashamed meko bini. And I am from a very humble background. And I want an Lal primary school. Ichaloba. Abira karabe. Atabiro lirakan. Atabiro kwana la college. Atawori integrated. Pio bino gen award makere. One peho watika ahiel ni mindset. Mindset to tedero wa unwal wa chukucha. Kere jo ken na meti community. Petia bera me something punyere. Bien tam romo ya bere. Jabira de kolo. Dan mu put po penyichene moro ke kenba. Remember ni teaching the mora ulto miri yini nwe wel book. Miri wel latin ni alam. Tewo me nyo development fee mori chukula titiri. Endo chukula pea chakupenyo. Nini na mai chelo mi uko. Ene nunga anyual pikirate in pacho. Ajemo ko kirate in pacho. Para me niatin ko wood puri. Iri tam niatin no akachi ngap kiri wara mera mo chako pan. First day ningo.
Yes, you need interjecting. But the answer is still there with David Mono.
Yeah, basically, no alien now as a tribe, we lack attitude.
Yes.
Then Mario, what is our government? Take Kobani, there's UPE. Aramil Kobani, Ginuki can amount to free. Me without it all. We don't know. Penguin. Kitamamir get it. You know? So, on your mirror, their personal contribution towards their children will be the main. You know, can I to go moderator to the viewers? Corporate education, it's a collective responsibility.
Yes.
Of the citizens. And then Shame senior Nagashim. I work to Muna Mora Meshwara. I mean, your practical example. That one is a struggling woman. Teach you what it down college. Okay, what is your German do you take a box? No. When we cannot refer to the government.
No.
The mental thing on about
Not very disciplined.
you know, the reason why there's a lot of dropouts.
And the government in my information, we will not for you. Tell the government to get the committee. It is a teha, come we need better on a will form where I shall.
That one,
How can you get to put me up here a BCL Piatini in a year? Mule, Tiginagina me to Timley or Tino gets to the chief. So, government has a part also to pay. Send the men at Tino quality at Tino Quano. We need to put in a
we are concluding, yeah, man. Then you see
only 1 year.
Yes.
what you can. Cinnamon, I mean, to be gone so name. Even in the past, I mean, there was quality education you claiming.
Yes. No, not claiming.
You're doing for Binokwan. You're doing for Binokwan. I mean, you Kwandi Dogola. Man, you know, you can hear me.
Are you sure?
Yes. Kwandi Dogola, you can. You can get billions of ceilings, Nikwan, Pekwan. Yen nu Dogola gingo. You never kwan bala calamity. You prepare ko Pekwan. So, nami to me your term. Boro nywale wa melao Uganda. Nika me to quality education. No runu shingwa aggressive.
So on that note, you believe ni education quality may put page out?
No. Education quality merit here. But to improve. Quality education mom. Bedu fix.
Okay.
No fixing or there's quality.
Okay.
There's always room for improvement.
Yes.
So as we move on as NRM government in 2026, and we are going to make it, we are going to ensure that we improve, we get some quality.
You also have a role to play.
We have a role,
yes,
quality role.
In the board, and all that. But you are the one assistant RCC.
We are going to check them. By the way, this is policy now.
Yes.
We want to give on a policy perspective that we are going to start monitoring all the government-headed schools. We want to see their performance in good faith. Hope you know we're chanting, but we want to join hand together as a team of the presidency. Education will be more you better now. We want now better work. No better go why your work would do. But for your information, you know what is the Japan way?
What do you go to school? Both inspector of school charge.
Didn't mean that you will college, but
Okay.
Mike,
Yes.
ame put pe woro. Gina me waro lara na beru gina pera tekwa. On ponyere, one of the ideas that's why we need to consolidate gina waro koni protecting the gains. We need to protect some of the gains to push us ahead because the man kope gina waro lara no pe party pay.
Yes.
It is only the attendance. PN KNN at secondary level.
Yes.
The attendance is still it stands at about 22%.
Okay.
That is still something which we need to push. We still need to give more energy. Maybe what malo, how attendance team malo, Joroti chukul and quality utena me wana medicha and that is why wanakoni these gains are coaching. Let us protect it.
Okay. Thank you. Now you iti winyo iti following wa miriti kere na machim mana kwanani wa hichwal tami WhatsApp eka number da ini goya goa debini studio kan anamiyo p number maini goyo T0776 132 456. I repeat, number chima maini goyo, it is 0776 132 456. And to put pego, I will open the line in about few minutes. Then on WhatsApp it is 0787 06 3462. Yiri da chalo tammi alober kiringo wana tule yu tieno meni na tin. Tuna know the NRM protecting the gains. What are those gains? Let me get back to my immediate neighbor, Stephen Odongo, Deputy RCC. President Museveni umiapor kunukobo kanalaya ni mano eniti kere mara duongi kom private sector industrialization. Ametiati accommodating onywali dok teacher romo million acheli la hario. Unlike teacher government, metika dok teach la hangwen kiken. Now, in the context of Lagos of region, one and Gongsor miapor kum spinning mill. Megway Lankan Oto in 1984. Up to date, Peda do Lukona Hachawani. On that note, gains are more achalo NRM keep protecting men and only Kelo Nyayo lawyer. Ichinguale.
Apoyo mina dang yadok yo midugo bora. Medugo dok chini kitoro. Ni penyo o minu ni Gongson. Koporo. Ipenya na mita roho yomo da iya. Eto Gongson da pore yo wiwa. Ipenya ni gains ango. Ayi neno. Ajoni me NRM you're protecting ngo. Eto pedok ni gains a me NRM aye. Gains on tiyo kobo ni biru. Gains a manduj mi you're protecting ngo. Gains on mi you're kwa hunu. FDC, UPC, no, because one dushu oti uni Uganda. Ka oti kukum infrastructural development, oti kukum quality education, oti kukum economic interventions by His Excellency the President Okelewaho, oti kukum jama pola one joke enda tena neno gire. Ada Gongson da gire ngini komomba. Logi kele jama pola Uganda. Genzo dushu tia kobi one duj miro or protecting unu kara chiel. Momti kitu eno. Kawando po neno unu neno one more poneno na bear. However, as I come to answer that question, the government has done enough for the people and is still doing more for the people. But what is affecting us, attitude, how we perceive government programs. Paul karika government bino kirijamya Paul. Inuna how much one worry feel. One worry feel but one got you worry feel. We engage with the community almost on daily basis. One or take different categories of people. Or take the umwal, or take the elderly, or take the youth. Jama pola. That one for take journey we get to know exactly the issues affecting them and how far they're achieving in terms of progress. Now, Juatia viewing one, in studio. His Excellency the President has been so passionate about mindset change transformation. Copy mindset yellow. Not every program at Bino needs to be politicized. We first have to perceive Mwatia Bino Borwa like Wanila can. Ginoroke Canadom Tia Bino or Johnny. Atia Kwai Gufuna Dushu. We have to see it in a perspective. Medon Lobo. One coach gino like a man camera sticker no. Eka ya teacher wa ko man camera be me FM ka ngwacho ko QFM manu pe down lo bueno. I must first appreciate akadi ya peti amar Unity FM. Mi ro ka chak poyo gyoko make it on online streaming. Because man mi yogi da government en ngini down lo botie.
So in that case could the Gongson gino mi ro kon po NRM.
Gongson mi ro po da ichunyenti po NRM ento pero mo ye public. Dangtia maroko ento do gufu mere moro tikale no because gara kobi tia maro dangi ko mere spirit eretie chala inuka je tia po dang tia maro inani first of all kan dok cheni kitoro kobi ko manifesto, okay? Manifesto tia kobi that public declaration issued by an individual or an organization that comes with intentions, principles. Gongson girangetia utemu yengiri kitoro mwecho kana girange wangor giroba konjidu oko yekina wakan. Inoni as FDC onyu as no ponywe gina ngotikirigi their manifesto mo but kai penya gains ngo ajono tiango te protecting. Okay? What are the gains that you're interpretating? Onyo, let me ask you in a layman's language. No, our position, no, I don't gaining kitoro. Takes me back to what I need to say right now. Ne, momba kaginoro bino ya kinawa, irrespective of party affiliations, kile kana wano yao niye. Let's perceive it positively. Mana namba chiel. Namario, the perspective of opposition, chani. Kira opposition neno kiri government programs. Poneno gini jami me government kiri chuny aber. Chuny ginu lo kiri kitoro. Jono kani like PDM. Jono kani like infrastructure development. Pero ginora wango kitoro. Igino pe yom. Then every time they criticize. And to come opposition for now because we know we have democratic principles. Then democracy ye wani kautu ni karamoro nyumwa kapia omo tunomwa habij. Yo worko eka otedero ti deciding ke base ni wan miro yer Gongson miro yer ngam miro yer mon miro ngam ngata yoroni and within this time like the 5 years before elections one opposition miro ko been joining government oko teacher ko supporting government programs from the beginning up to the end. Then if they're going to put the government in check, they should be in position to criticize but not criticizing everything, even the good things Gongson ginoi gipeyo no dan gino no ni ni penya Gongson no I join me protecting Gongson pero ko gino roke ke con protection of any gain as of now. Why Gongson pene no gino roke ke na do you know
like Gongson would come and take over power te protecting NRM timo because NRM do chaho no jomoro tide yo
that's why I was giving that background. It is implemental
now
eto gina one mira correcting here one people to just criticize one of you may con you criticize then redirecting ko no team
And you know,
Yes. But the problem is movement they don't listen.
No, you see, in kind of Paul Kare, His Excellency, we represent him in various areas of jurisdiction. In kind of moment, His Excellency the President take the listening ear, and we know Gongs on the for being officer racist. Dan kile ko meremo. Arasisi papo. Ni gongs on yai to maybe a chilalish nyokwen pe amara ko. Kape moro politiko gongs on kene no tushuboni ko kere muncha. Ni gongs on kate ya woture ginoroti yeloko. Dan go yeti moyo yoyo. Dan wa kwanyo police to ngwecha ka to arapongo jitienwa. Gongs on matemi. Now, on the other issue, I want to give you an example with recent evidence. We are faced here in Lira. One way on a bad, how the status of the regional referral hospital has been uplifted. Then, akobi gufume data wano in regional referral is too high. Then, miwa biro kirawa kwa ni at least this is being done, is being spearheaded by our own. No. And in one, there was a time Jomoro wrote teacher kochoyo some bad language. Chocha pebe komunda hatal moreover goba. Now,
And they were not opposition.
no,
No.
they are opposition.
Gina megin no church were not opposition. Murder movement.
No, not movement.
Huh?
Not movement, because you know, like as security.
What do you know?
As security,
Movement.
one we do profiling. Mom tikire no. Pero tinawa. Pieni kai yo tikire yo ta gel lwen no peti because we iti maronga papa wote. The most painful thing ati yelowa wakana kobe huko dan alohokere gufu wikwana. Tieni, it is very dangerous to use propaganda as a tool of mobilization. We live in the ever-changing times. Pinti aloheroko. It is a time one miro yao noko oticha koneno everything the government has put for us in place. Like in Lao, ginoroka obino. Let us throw propaganda aside. We should throw politics aside and begin supporting. First of all, Minna, Kilo Ginoroke on ground right now takes a great initiative.
Okay.
It takes a lot of effort.
Thank you, Stephen. We have only 10 minutes.
I want to supplement something.
Begine industrialization and private sector.
I mean, economic empowerment.
Okay, now
So
give you 1 minute each on that. Yes, Bonnie.
Anami Buginoro on Unified in regards to private sector and industrialization. One of the private sector ichawani contributing to about 77% katuni kopemi onyala Uganda teach. And they are contributing a lot to GDP in Uganda. To be practical. Electricity can. One of the factories are doing one. Ame tida kwenye government by me and they are very well. And we really want to thank them so much. Maybe kwenye government setting factories because government told me platforms and opportunities making it thriving in the business. Utikere bebe wine can, they are exporting na Hawaii nere. Utikere jo amecha timu value addition, amecha reguwongage. Packaging even outside Uganda, and we must thank these people so much. You know, can industrialization one for ya Americo industrial park. Lobo amejua mioko Uganda Investment Authority lobo ekasa dungu twal amejua aketo Jama Paul factories kene peho wane lao takigi na betia bino ba mina mai oye didir moro kana wana taw winyi dog ka deal ga ngo be timar jo moro ta mi to mi dog lobo kai kasmier yoko bot na susi en gina miyo wow lo haraji cha moro na chukire no gamende te chakato kere ngo plana be
Jo ta mi ni ya otene.
yini bera chamu tata
We're protecting the gains.
ya yo me mo ko bero tela me na re ko bero ja me ti gamen ba yo mo ga me ginte ni yara be kere gamen ni in ka do mi me
We shall get the facts and display. Fine.
Moderator Mike, I just want to conclude.
You have 1 minute.
Tell me to me you time about economic empowerment. Nyoka ko bodo lobo gauging into perspective. This is micro and macro. Micro werne no gauging at the thing. President Museveni ukatuke the initiative me PDM. Amatia me you every individuals million a share household. I think they are going to increase to 2 million. Medana chala gam. Ana better teach copy PDM before Bino City can. Parameti PDM mindset a jowa put petia bear copy kombo kushente. Ena Mario politics yotirwa kodango PDM. You carry in PDM, your tiapo. You can go near Monusian and Museveni, Mashama. Edo Shienani, Okeli, Mir Bintiker, Hello. Mike Tijamari, okay, and I knew a cop.
Okay.
Before Arabero RCC, Nuara Tiumo. Kanu pay Kwan no unity you. This is a question. I made Arab young Mirmo. Penyakede. Kayini Yako unity. It means there's additional credibility in human being. Ngomi akoba mono. Adoke point na nena kobisha. Ni don na wana ko ni don ni mum don chare bore. Sham no ken nang ti dogola jo. But this to be honest, I don't pay.
Okay.
Ti joke na be believing in Ramadan. The mindset
So in summary, government at you marry malo. Unity.
You see, anything
Okay.
how we Germany because the government team Germany malu kuno no down on ground. How do we pick up this?
Okay.
me I don't platform a bad one.
Okay.
I don't know check on this. Not my chiel. One on here be ni lower military district. No me no or staying at one low.
Yes.
Ikiongeo. Etopi angola mo kiri Germany teach me state amodiwa adung lobo ko omio omio secretariat mena in consultation and with the guidance adung lobo otamne kodo ko chora na.
Okay.
Ame chimoni bina adung lobo ilira city kan bebi rwade kere jo meli ilira city kelira district kodongu choro kwa nyim eto wana me jo ngeyo pienda wana ngeyo ni jono to yo were iroma malo to twal me jo la dung lobo bien ena dung lobo kene kere jo mere ena yero mo nene ni game wana to community should be protected.
Okay.
Na Mario game no ken na meti lao kan ilira city kan amean me ni jo du na te winyi de kere yo mo ko bukan no ken ni game na meti lao kan ilira city kan ame warra mo wahare kere obera chengu chero Dr. Jane Ruth a chengu chero ame jo loni chenga te derni obera gina kela me wan lo me lao no lo ame ilira city utikere no one you're protecting gain no yen mano bere jo ame pushing agenda and manifesto President Museveni mene ni tia binu ita mani health centers ame tia dunga meta lanya ilira city ni kanu peche nguchero tie tamni nwa bino ara ko bilite yen wana beru kere ministers me eta to twal chaka me government beratie edo ngomi ko di jamano no peche bino ka ero jamano do beru mollo beru bino ka ene wa chengu cherni ara ko bijo ducha me tia watching wa shawari ni kati di loro do ame wan dok ko dong protecting ni yo berache yen ka chi hoya te wor ko eta losing.
Okay, fine. Kanen kong tama jomo ka chela rio ade kamedikan dudu go cheni studio. Okelo hambro sta komni joje pop ikom kwanento kong yini dwok chien tung kana wan utie okoye rome kwan nok ento woro kede kuji ye payporo kede tumalo wakuno ya amoyo koy masaka leblawni dado gine pore to giren atiam ya porka. Okay, now Kwan Simon protecting the gains means ensuring that the positive results already achieved are not lost, reversed or undermined. It implies continuity, stability. My regards to Mr. Stephen Odongo, the Deputy RCC.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, okay. Good Samaritan Initiative for Development. Protecting the gains reflects the NRM commitment to building on the progress made in Uganda while driving the country towards high middle income status. Okay. Thank you. Okay, and Keloroni Dakubuni. Mr. Moderator, may you please ask those people whether this animal called corruption is considered among the gains to be protected by NRM because it's high rate now in Uganda. Okay, Ronu Chwala pen direct ni le morloni corruption. Chamujana. Opio Donald, okay, Amaro Tushibone Piko Bokubateni. Oh yes, one of you Donald. End of Oko Quinity.
Boy.
Okay, good Samaritan Initiative for Development. The community areas, okay. Kumpola Pola. I mean one areas Kumpola Pola. I mean one Romanen no copme protecting the gains. A Charalon Yomelobo, huge human development, Bala education, health care, water and environment, regional integration, kede industrialization. Okay. Okay, corruption. Okay. Yeah. Magoro tuno ya noakan. Okay. Eddie Morris oye again. Bua Morris takumne, I hope a day will come when we can differentiate service delivery from political interest. Okay. Kanan kong manumaga metia katu. Then okay, fine. Wahonen menokera metie, but because of time, like doka adwokchen. Apoyo ena otushobono ko ni tigain oro tiolong ari city kan mir protecting. Mono endo binichu ye. Mr. Mono David. We have 8 presidential candidates so far. Ameo Choye. Make candidate NRM Dantie. Abiro Kenani, Kautuni Lao can handling getting on.
Now, point to 12, Moderator Mike. One natural office of the presidency. Shall try as much as possible to win it from.
Okay.
But with one caution, respect of rules and procedure. Is that what we always bank on and stand on it? But however, our position is very clear when we give you a directive as a presidential candidate. You need to adhere and follow it.
Okay.
But we need to be Ugandans, and we need to be equal on board, but with caution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Stephen.
Yes, please.
How do you see president's vote come 2026 general election?
Oh, thank you very much, Moderator, my brother. His Excellency the President has done a lot for this country from the year 1986 to date. Just like I told you that he picked this country for transformation and he wished every Ugandan well. Now, at least in Uganda, everyone has what to say positive about the contribution of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the leader of the revolution, the fountain of honor. So you see, His Excellency, the President, this time around, in my analysis, have over 80%. Why? Ugandans have reached a level of consciousness. They have reached a level where they are able to recognize the positive contribution. They are now tired of what they were lied to about in the past. They are now able to recognize the new thing. Actually, I said that we are living in the ever-changing times where societies have changed. That's why these days, it is not a nice thing to lie. You speak the truth. Even the Bible says that speak the truth, and the truth will definitely set you free. So now, I would urge politicians and leaders to come out in the open and speak about their contribution. Let them speak about the positive things they have done for the people, so that people are able to embrace. Leave alone the speaking about what they have done. Whatever you do practically can be felt. Tangible results. We are tired of what we see as empty, and we feel comfortable with what we see. And we go by it. You get the point. Why? This other type of the type of politics in some other parts of the country right now is not sustainable. Why? People still feel that narrow thinking that when you go and lie to the public, to the population, they will definitely believe in you. No. They want to see that what have you done in the education sector? What have you done in the health sector? What have you done in terms of infrastructural development? What have you done towards contribution in economic programs in your particular area where you're coming from? That speaks a lot of volume. That's what we're talking about, gain.
Okay.
Gain. Once you've done it, you can actually reluctantly walk and say, here,
we shall have another time, then you break it down. The 80% votes are Museveni, Kitaman Mwerikede. Gomson. Okay, Gomson. Gomson, you have 2 minutes. You summarize.
And a bit of there are gaps. Peduju ben pemkete ko education na koro kitumana wana yeni melang kumbara koro ko bagete
Me wan lang nga yo tuba.
Teha. Ado go ano na may nini go gin peda ko. Nini yabele yom pen o tuju gin na magin on woni the commissioners. Apa ni? Men wang ini nena binu be good statistics ene. Eko di PDM merene kobo.
7 pillars.
Datu ni chawa ni tujuki por kelo de 3 cycle election lo jowe PDM. Kun tamu musevero tuma. The 5th cycle and no one will be now. This financial year. Amat por kelo ke million year deka ken. Iwads. Metik wad parish. So another sustaining gini kere go ba me kone. The sustenance also need you to be truthful and factual. Eto waro ni. Peko metua do leho no beru goba. They are not truthful and they are not factual. Eto propaganda. Omio ka cha were PDM wadu cha wado tucha gam ka cha PDM ni ba mina cha gam and we tena tucha do already the base and that base give you gam but ni yo pila bonu ko be atera ni ngo yo ye kaneno kanu no kiremedi chilkom dakatal abini je ponye joni toilet titi kani jaga kani ngo to bini ye in the PDM at the man of binu pila chela ken for 5 years the other 6 pillars got lost 5 aya manifesto no jiro ti ginamira jokobe jichu ye ni protecting that manifesto. Can you protect it? Yet amuze have been this gino binu ni. There's the other previous manifesto. You don't know the law. wan miro kwano te niango ngo itiye manne jini kele da ka nyirni ko na tiye ni ngo ka mache potiye be gen ne na wana nuwe macha amedo mio mando ni woriye so kanen no bero bala ka wori competition ka jo wori piem we nyo ni piem we ko be piem we me monda rek beri ye chare ka piem dibo no papat ne na mio ja porere musebe no tinga tangwe 1500 meters manole chuchok tiana ajine na ngwene no do wori ja bi o manole ke ko gufu meda do kikano wan biro mojo me marathon ne do kwanyo newe jo me marathon ne do ke mi wan in adu wan ko Uganda run ayi wa yomo kilometers
Yes.
ino wan be marathon na lanyo jo me rile na lanyo ayo me 1500 meters
Okay.
mara do kikwere ukikano
So,
marathon
But Mike, Apora concluding.
yes.
The issue of corruption in the wind of how is FDC going to address the issue of corruption?
No, corruption must have been signature NRM. You cannot divorce corruption from NRM. They are
Okay.
one and
Issue.
when your corruption
Aramiri pe work line.
No.
To make corruption na FDC ngogi. Pe chawane.
No.
We shall come back there.
Whatever it does 1 minute. Don't vote the corrupt government.
Listen to me, Mike. We're not going to
Don't vote the corrupt government.
We're going to
That's
Ngata mo bi utimo corruption lengwa changwa nare mo bi party president nare ashon me de Carme will junk helicopter. Amenu jange mako.
Propaganda.
Propaganda ni.
Yes, no.
Jide nyere junk helicopter me Kizo president, Dr. Kizo president.
No, kope will helicopter ngogi. Yes, I want to believe the issue of corruption here.
No, the issue of corruption is so simple. Vote the corrupt government out.
Okay.
Omi, no matter. North Africa, Canada. Yeah, this is too much.
Okay. In summary, Gongso Nidikobani. You appreciate Museveni. Eti ko makeroko.
Yes.
Ngata paru ngeno gamlo.
Jodo chali tidongo marathon. Kanado jawore. No way go atero new generation.
Okay, we shall have time and eka to gonyo ye chamo. Wacha du ngara do about omega na man Deputy RCC David Stephen Odongo, Assistant RCC Boni Otuchu, Assistant RCC Mono David Kede, our user friend, our colleague Boni Gongson Otiama. Ya yob to try to kedu tiene meni na team ina me winyu wada he following wa chake na ya giki wa ya giki me programan ti kede geni imi utami kede yore me mi utami chawa maruke ken pori binu beru kede kare eke watching wa live YouTube account wa me Unity FM 97.7 YouTube channel television channel eka ite woti wopo yore Pikare dish wana bidu dogo jone mewe hotel you tam a lober ke kop me lodge lobo nya bedu mai ko gwal ba ko bugu
Wamama na wababa wabijana tuchague chama cha NRM leo basi tunaingia ndani sasa
Uchague yelo basi Uchague yelo basi Uchague yelo basi Kakuta Yoweri Museveni Rais wetu wa Uganda tunampenda sana Amekaa madaraka miaka 20 ametengeneza Uganda amani imeingia sana kwa mama yote tuchague yellow bus kwa baba yote tuchague Masindi, Oima, Yellow Bus, Parara, Kasese, Yellow Bus, Busia, Malaba, Yellow Bus, Tororo, Bale, Yellow Bus, Arua, Nepi, Yellow Bus, Lira, Gulu, Yellow Bus, Uganda nzima, Yellow Bus, tumependa, Yellow Bus, tumechagua, Yellow Bus, hapa Lira, Yellow Bus.
Waka Uganda ni wenu yerunu Museveni atelawa NRM Waebulmoho atelawa Utumaenda shimo yeru Museveni NRM ipatiwa Mongusu Yoweri Ulugusu
Raisi wetu Museveni tumeshukuru sana, Uganda nzima tunapiga asante, umetoa kodi za msoro Uganda. Tulikuwa napata shida kukimbia asubuhi mapema kuogopa mambo za msoro, lakini leo umetoa msoro Uganda, tunapiga asante. Kaguta wetu we tunapiga asante. Yoweri, hata wamama yote wanakupenda sana, unasaidia watoto wa masomo, unajenga masomo, unajenga mahospitalini, unatengeneza barabara hapa kwetu Uganda. Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, hakuna mwingine tena kama wewe Uganda. Wamama na wababa wote unachagua Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, Yellow Bus hapa Uganda. Uchague Yellow Bus, 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 uchague Yellow Bus. Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, rais wetu wa Uganda, tunakuomba rudisha wakimbizi wote walio Uganda warudi nyumbani kwao. Kura ni yako, hapa Lira, Yellow Bus. Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, tunakukaribisha hapa Lira. Uchague Yellow Bus, 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 uchague Yellow Bus.
My message to you is already in the manifesto.
Kwena Naboru, tie manifesto.
NRA, what became NRM eventually.
wamama na wababa wa vijana, tuchague chama cha NRM. Yellow Bus, tunaingia ndani. sasa.
Uchague yellow basi, uchague yellow basi, uchague yellow basi. Kakuta Yoweri Museveni, rais wetu wa Uganda, tunampenda sana. Amekaa madaraka miaka 20, ametengeneza Uganda amani mengia sana. Kwa mama yote tuchague yellow bus, kwa baba yote tuchague yellow bus, kwa vijana yote tuchague yellow bus. Oh, yellow bus. Rais wetu wa Uganda Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, nakupenda sana. Umetengeneza Uganda imekuwa nzuri sana, hakuna ubaguzi hapa Uganda. Kasese yellow bus, Bujubuju yellow bus, Masindi Koima yellow bus, Mbarara Kasese yellow bus, Busia Malaba yellow bus, Tororo Mbale yellow bus, Arua Nebi yellow bus, Lira Bulu yellow bus, Uganda nzima yellow bus tumependa, yellow bus tumechagua, yellow bus hapa Lira yellow bus.
Lwaka Uganda ni wenu Yero Museveni, atela wa NRM Moho, atela lwa kutubaenda shino Yero Museveni, NRM ipatiwa Mongusu
Yoweri
Ulugusu
Kaguta
Gusu Matugusu
Kaguta
Ndiragusu
Yoweri
Abobegusu
Kaguta. Raisi wetu Museveni tumeshukuru sana. Uganda nzima tunapiga asante, umetoa kodi za msoro Uganda. Tulikuwa napata shida kukimbia asubuhi mapema kuogopa mambo za msoro, lakini leo umetoa msoro Uganda, tunapiga asante. Kaguta wetu tunapiga asante. Yoweri, hata wamama yote wanakupenda sana, unasaidia watoto wa masomo, unajenga masomo, unajenga mahospitalini, unatengeneza barabara hapa kwetu Uganda. Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, hakuna mwingine tena kama wewe Uganda.